Hi there and welcome back to my channel. I'm Alexandra from Sesala Design or DIY, and today I have an interesting video for you. I will make a skirt sloper. I wanted to make this video because I think this is a stepping stone for an enthusiast sewist, and it will be easier for you to make other patterns after you make this base to start from. I planning to have more pattern transformations video, and I think this is great to have before. So yeah, I think it will be exciting. That being said, let's start. First, what measurement will you need? Waist circumference. Measure the narrowest point between the rib cage and hip. You can use tape if it's helpful for you. Hip circumference. Measure at the widest part of the hips. The length of the skirt. Here, I recommend you to make the base shorter because it will be easier to manipulate in the future. So you have to measure from the waist as long as you want it, but above the knees. And waist to hip. Turn to one side in front of a mirror and measure from the waistline to the hip line. And because we have to draw only half of the pattern, this is what you have to calculate before starting. Take your waist measurement and divide it by 2, resulting in lowercase w. Also, take your hip measurement and divide it by 2, resulting in lowercase h. The length of the skirt and the waist hip measure that I was talking about previously. A seam allowance. It's a standard measure and it can be 1 cm, or in case you want the skirt to have a more relaxed fit, you can go for 2 cm. And of course, 0 if you don't want any and you want the skirt to be very well fitted. And for you to be clear, I will show you my example. Regarding the tools, you need paper, a tape ruler, a pencil, a ruler, and a French curve ruler. I will start from the left side from a corner and draw a right angle A. Now, I will use this formula to establish where it will be my hip line. I will take the waist hip measure and add 2 cm. And I will get the AB line. The value for AC is the length of the skirt. Through ABC points, I will draw horizontal parallel lines. Next, we will calculate how wide the sloper is going to be, so we have to find the B1 value. The value of B1 is the hip circumference in half, lowercase h, as I told you before, plus the seam allowance that you decided for your skirt to have. I also unite the other lines as you can see in the figure, resulting in my other points, A1 on the waistline and C1 on the hemline. The measurement that decides how wide the front and the back of the skirt will be is calculated after this formula. And I will again draw a line through point B2 where it's intersecting with the waistline and the hemline. We will have A2 and C2. Now we will have to draw the waistline, and to adjust we will need dart. To know how much it will be the value of your darts, we have to subtract the measure of your waist from the measure of your hips. Actually, we have to see the difference between your hips and your waist, and we will use this formula. This difference will split between the front and the back of the skirt. We will have for each side, or more if the value is to be, and vice versa. And what we have left, we split into again. Before starting to draw the darts, we have to rise a little bit the waistline. So we will have to draw for A2, A3 by adding 1 cm. From A3 we will draw the sides darts. Now we can draw the sides using a curved line, uniting the B2 with A5 and A4. The next step is to measure where you will place your front and back darts. We will start with the back darts. To calculate where you will place the back dart, we will gonna divide the half of the waist by 4. And to establish how long it's gonna be, we will use this formula. And to finish the back dart, you have to take the value that you decided to have for that dart and divide it into 2. And now we can draw the back dart. Moving to the front dart. To see where you will place the dart, you have to measure A1, A5 and that value split it in 2. Here you can see how you can calculate the length of the front dart. And now we just have to finish the dart by taking the remaining value that we established for it. Split it in 2 and draw the dart. Now we can use the French curve ruler to finish the skirt. After you finish, you can take a pair of scissors and start to take out the sloper. And because I forgot to let a little seam for the dart's head, I will use a piece of paper to draw with. Fold the dart and cut it. Do the same for the front dart too. Now I'll mark the hip line with some notches. And mark the dart apex too. Because I wanted to have my skirt sloper on a more resistant material, I will copy on this cardboard. And do the same for the back sloper. I will write down every important detail like the name of the pattern, the measurements you use for it, the center back and front, the grain line. And this is your skirt sloper single darted. You have to keep in mind that this sloper doesn't have seam allowance and you have to give some to each pattern you make from this sloper. And of course you can add a facing sloper to this base or a waistband sloper, but I prefer to make those only if the new pattern I'm making requires one. You can use this sloper for many pattern transformations and you can combine it with a body sloper and make a dress. Thank you so much for watching today's video and I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions or advice, as usual, my comment section is open. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up and share if you learned something new. Until next time, let's find inspiration.